What's up, guys? Welcome to a Warhammer replay, land battle. We have myself versus Gold Hork, my opponent. I think that's how you say his name. We have Vampire Coast, myself, versus Vampire Counts. Two very interesting builds here, and we're going to see what happens. Ooh, get the camera set up properly there. Here we go. I'm afraid the game is going to be a little bit too loud, so we're going to turn this volume way down so you guys can hear my beautiful voice. There we go. Hopefully that won't be too loud. You guys will have to let me know in the comments. Alright, so let's take a look at the builds here. For my opponent, he has Manfred von Karstein on his trusty steed. Let's see what he has for spells. We have Spirit Leech and Invocation of Nehek. So Spirit Leech for my lord, most likely, and healing for his units, and I'm assuming all his other passives. I'm not sure what they all are. On the flanks, we have Blood Knights, Black Knights, and Vargeists. Pretty bursty and very mobile build here. Same thing on the other side. And more Blood Knights and Vargeists in the middle with just a couple of zombies in the front, chaff units, I guess, just to throw at whatever. My build over here, very interesting also. Some might say it's a little trolly. I wanted to try it, see how viable it was. I don't know if this is a good test, but anyway, it seemed fun to me, so I took it. For my lord, we have Count Noculus up on his corpse shipwreck thingy, whatever it's called. Giant cannon, so pretty cool. Over on the my front line is all zombie pirate gunnery mobs, and a few other ones, handguns as well mixed in there, to do a lot of shooting for anything that approaches. In the back line, we have some deck gunners, along with Rotting Promethean's gunnery mobs, the shooting variety. I also took a gunnery white, with all his abilities, a few bombs and magic missiles, and also his reload, so that I can get, so I can keep that passive on my range units, mainly Queen Bess here, having over 80% ammo. Here it is here, extra powder, enabled if ammunition above 80% does basically extra damage of every kind that it can do, so very good to have. A little bit extra micro, but that's the build we were going for, and just a couple zombie pirate deckhand mobs to get in the way. Alright, let's get the game started. So right away, once the game starts, I see my opponent's build, and I see he's going for a very mobile, bursty build, so Queen Bess just starts shooting at some Blood Knight Cavalry. Is probably not a very good target, especially on this terrain and so fast, just a complete miss. So a bit of a waste there. Couldn't see these zombies until they came out of the woods, so quickly switched targets. Not the most valuable target, or, you know, valuable at all, but it's something to shoot at, so we need to get some value going no matter how small. Once I saw this round he was going for, I quickly was trying to be quick, rearrange my units to get a little box here, just to get them together a little more. Kind of weird terrain, it felt a little awkward, but, and my guys are just so damn slow that we might have had a little trouble getting into position here, but we did the best we could. These guys kind of looking the wrong way, but I was also worried about where the Vargeists were going to come from, so yeah, it's hard to get crossfire everywhere, but they finally come up the hill, charging uphill at me into my deck gunners and zombie pirate mobs. We make a mess of those Black Knights, and the Vargeists take some pretty good damage as well, but they do manage to get through. Crab's immediately jumping in to help out there, hopefully finish these guys up, but they're pretty tough. Very healthy Vargeists getting on my deck gunners, so deck gunners basically shut down immediately. That felt very bad. More Vargeists piling in along with more cavalry. These Blood Knights, of course, are anti-large, so won't feel good for my Rotting Prometheans, but hopefully those guys can stay in shape. I took healing on Noculus, so hopefully he can keep those going. The first Spirit Leech going down from Manfred von Karstein, right onto my lord, of course. but just tickling him a little bit. I think I might have put a heal on myself there. I just missed that a little bit. In the woods, my front line of zombie pirate gunnery handguns, they are just basically annihilated. I have a couple left, some little bit of pirates left. You know, they're all zombies. They're all basically similar names. Sorry for getting tongue-tied there, but basically all the little melee zombies are in there, and they are doing a good job with this hit squad with the Vargeist and all the mobility taking out my ranged. I do not have very much left, getting down to most of the core units. Queen Bess continues to fire away, taking out these basically useless zombies, so more or less out of the fight, just because this is not a very valuable target, but at least it's doing something. Down here we have gunnery mob handguns in melee with some blood knights. Not a matchup they want at all, but that's what's happening. Count Noculus continues to try to support in the battlefield, trying to clean up these Vargeists, give him something big to shoot at. He's going in right into melee, getting right in there, blowing away a few of his own crew there, but that's all right. He's got more. On the back of the hill, Rotted Promethean still trying to clean up all these Blood Knights. Just a few gunnery mobs left. I don't think they're shooting anything. They're very close in melee, I believe. So basically the only shooting going on is from the Rotted Prometheans, but it is helping, and it is armor piercing, so not too bad. Armor piercing melee as well, so very valuable right now. They are definitely holding the back line here. Count Noculus still in the middle. Threw down a Pit of Shades undercast, but still does some good damage to these Blood Knights. They get caught right in it, a good amount of them, but doesn't feel like it did a lot of damage to them, so anyway, we'll keep an eye on those guys. Still pretty healthy, still really moving around. They're trying to get on top of Queen Bess. Somehow it's in melee right now, but it's winning, so that's weird. That's not something you normally see from an artillery squad, but they're surviving. In the back line, more of the same. Rotting Prometheans finishing up these Zargeists. That felt good. Got the back line cleaned up a bit. Still Blood Knights back here. My opponent microing somewhere else while these zombie pirate deckhand mobs. Still couldn't get there fast enough and get charged in the face. More Spirit Leechers going down on Count Noculus. Down here, Von Karstein finds my Gunnery White. He's trying to take him out. Probably a good target for him. Takes a cannonball right to the horse and face and body. Probably most of his entire unit. Gives the Gunnery White a little relief. He gets back out, starts heading back out to shoot at some of this cavalry. Got to use some of his abilities. Kind of forgot about him. He's so friggin' small. Some big misses there on Count Noculus. That's a small target, and he's very close, but at least it's keeping him busy. Gunnery White, boom. Shoots a little bomb in there. Killed a couple models, maybe. Shoots another one, and continues to fire. So, doing what he can. Those Blood Knights, they're getting very low. Really want to take them out. All the cycle charging is very hard on my zombies. We cleaned up the back line with the Rotting Prometheans and the zombie pirate deckhand mobs. One of these might be a summon. I'm not sure. That could be a summon, or no, here we go. Here's the other summon right here. Right on top of Noculus to help him out. Get something in between him and Von Karstein, who is desperately trying to hit Count Noculus, but I must have missed it, but I used a regrowth on these Rotting Prometheans, so they got healed up a little bit, really holding the line. Without these guys, I think we would have fallen apart a long time ago. Still very close, though. Still a lot of Blood Knights here. Another Spirit Leech going down. Starting to get pretty low with Count Noculus, getting a little nervous here. Bess is basically offline. And not much here except a couple of summons. Excuse me. A couple of summons and some very low deckhand mobs, and we do not have much. It's Crabs and Count Noculus. So he's fighting away, but against these small targets he struggles. Manfred on his little horse there. That's a little bit hard for him to hit. Can't really shoot it, so he's just doing what he can, and we should be shooting at these Blood Knights over here, getting them cleaned up, because they are the biggest threat right now. Manstein, got to get Noculus, sorry, got to get him some space here. Another Spirit Leech goes down. He really wants to finish off Noculus, which could definitely win him the game if he kills my Lord. So got to be careful, getting some space, and an Overcast Pit of Shades goes down on the Blood Knights. Desperate to finish those up, so dropped it on them. There was no better target, and that cleans up the Blood Knights, which I really needed, with only a few crabs left. And another heal and go down on myself. Invocation of Nehek on Mr. Noculus to keep him in the fight, and now we are all-inning Karstein before hopefully he takes out my Lord. But cleaning up all that mobility was very tough. Completely chewed all my range front line away, but it at least traded. I think every unit at least got a volley or two, which was just enough for the crabs and Noculus, and a few spells to clean up the rest. So very interesting game. Very fun. I had a good time. Might try a build similar to this again against the more standard army and see what it can do. But anyway, if you guys want to see more of these replays, just let me know. Please like and subscribe. Definitely helps a lot, and I definitely appreciate it. Trying to grow the channel. Pretty new. Pretty casual to Warhammer as well, but I've been playing a little while and really enjoy it. So I plan on doing more and making lots more videos. Okay, guys. Catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.